Hi there, it's Helena. I'm making this the first of possibly a series of videos. We'll see how it goes. In response to what we're all experiencing at the moment, and as my offering, if you like, to you, to the community, to my friends. In response to the heightened stress, basically, the anxiety, the tension, the fear that even the wellest, in inverted commas, of us are feeling at the moment. And that means that the less well are really struggling, really struggling. So I've come out of my comfort zone to share with you a little bit in this format about sophrology and introduce some tools that you, if you're like me, may find useful in these days, just to keep calm, keep your center, keep your balance, keep perspective, and stay strong. Stay strong, stay peaceful, stay peaceful. Because giving that away is a compromise not only of our mental health but our physical health too, as we know, as fear and worry and anxiety do have a lowering effect on the immune system, ironically, and of course that brings more fear, even the thought of that right now. So here we are. Sophrology. I thought I would introduce it to you in this first video. It is widely used in France, Belgium, Spain, Switzerland, in continental Europe. It is not hippie, it's not outside mainstream. It is fully endorsed by the medical and scientific community. It is recommended and prescribed on the health systems of these countries. So if you presented at your GP in France, say, with anxiety, stress, tension, manifesting in all its many wondrous ways, physically and mentally, you would certainly be advised to seek the support of a sophrologist alongside any medication that you might need. So this is mainstream. This is not alternative hippie stuff. I come from a family of doctors and scientists, and this is important to me, the fact that this has, a clear base. So what is it? Well, it came about in the late 50s and 60s in Spain, in Madrid, where a Colombian-born neuropsychiatrist called Professor Alfonso Caicedo was treating traumatized soldiers returning from the war. And he decided to make it his life's work, as it turned out, to see if he could devise something, a method that would help to restore human consciousness, but not just consciousness, the whole organism, body, mind, emotions, to balance, to peace, in a peaceful way, And this search took him all over the world, and he sought the wisdom, if you like, of Eastern philosophies, which for centuries have been restoring people to balance and peace peacefully. So he looked into yoga, he looked into Buddhism and Tibetan, particularly mindfulness, the aspect of mindfulness in meditation. He looked into Zen in Japan. And he blended what he found. He sought to extract, if you like, the kernel and the core of what was transformational about these different philosophies, techniques. He sought to extract that kernel and then blend what he found there with the other disciplines. He blended it with Western science, with modern psychology, neurology, with hypnosis, with autogenic training, with relaxation therapy. So there are lots of different influences that come to bear on sophrology, and they come together in this one single place. So it is a method that combines what we call dynamic relaxation which means moving the body to relax the body. Because all this fear that we are experiencing at the moment, all this anxiety and stress and tension is here. It's not just in here. It's a lot in here. It's a sort of cauldron, isn't it, in here at the moment. But it's all going on in our bodies. We're experiencing it somatically as well. And it's the interplay between body and mind, through the nervous system. That means if we can relax the body will no longer be sending the same signals of fight or flight, anxiety to the brain, and the mind calms down too. It actually works more that way. There's more information going upwards from body to brain than there is going downwards from brain to body. So if we can help our bodies to process and move this fear and this anxiety and this stress through, if we can help them do that, our whole being will calm down as well. So it combines dynamic relaxation with aspects of meditation and mindfulness, and with aspects of visualization. We use the power of our minds and our imaginations to bring all that is positive back inside. Caicedo believed very strongly that any positive action on one part of us reinforces the positivity of the whole being. So Sophrology is a deeply positive method. We don't delve into and stay in the negative. We don't do that. We seek what is positive and we build and we reinforce and we strengthen our whole being, body, mind, emotions, with that. So as I say, it's widely used on the continent. It's in hospitals, hospices, prisons, schools, workplaces, you name it basically. It's supporting cancer patients as they go through their treatments. It's in dialysis clinics. It's young women with endometriosis. It's helping adolescents in crisis. Wonderful work with children. Wonderful work with children as well. So it's just not quite here yet, but it is coming. And it offers so much. In this country, we have mindfulness, basically because the modern mindfulness movement from the States travelled over here with its clear scientific evidence base for its 8-week program that was rolled out to everybody. And that has rolled over our landscape, as you will be aware. It's everywhere. Sophrology contains within it the benefits of mindfulness, but it is more than that. And that's why I like it so much. We're not just sitting present to ourselves and noticing, we're doing something about it. We're actually moving through us faster. What, if it stays, will undermine our health. So that's where I'm coming from this morning, just to introduce to you Sophrology. I'm also going to say a little bit about how it works so that the next video, if you're interested, which will be coming shortly, we'll hit the ground running and we'll do a little practice. We'll do a couple of exercises specifically designed around stress and anxiety. So just to let you know how it works, basically, it is a guided practice. And that means that I talk, basically, and I use my voice to guide you into a certain state of consciousness that Caicedo called the sophroliminal level of consciousness. This is known to scientists as the alpha brainwave state. It is not as deep as hypnosis, but it is a notch below where I am now in my normal waking state. It's a place of relaxation, of openness, of creativity, actually. You're totally in control at all times. There is nothing that you won't choose to do. So you'll be at choice, is what I'm saying. It's not about control at all. I will guide and suggest movements, suggest visualization, but you are in charge. And that's a really important part of sophrology, actually, is the autonomy and the wisdom of the individual to know what is right for them. It's very, very bespoke. It's very tailored. So it's not one size fits all. As you listen, you will be tuning in to your own body, your own inner world, and you'll be noticing what you need. And if it's not to move your shoulder in that way, then you won't do it. And if I am standing and you don't want to stand, you sit. So it's very important. That is one of the main tenets of the method, that it is totally adaptable and totally flexible to individual needs. So eyes are normally closed. I will guide at the beginning of a session to close our eyes. But if you prefer, you can just keep them, as it were, lowered with your gaze on the floor in front of you. And you can do a combination of the two. And while I'm guiding, I will also demonstrate the movements. So if you need to have like a little quick peek, that's fine too, to just see what I'm doing, showing you as well as describing with my voice. So I will be doing that. There will be pauses between each exercise, but not long. And then there's a slightly longer pause. We're talking about 30 seconds. So I'm not leaving you adrift in 20 minutes of silence. We're talking about 30 seconds and then maybe 45 at the end of the session. These are places where what we've been doing is just allowed to settle. And I'll be inviting you in those pauses to just listen to what's going on inside. And that's it. And then the last thing we do is I guide you to start moving your body with your eyes still closed. So you might stretch, you might tense, you might wiggle, you might move your arms, your legs, stretch your shoulders. And then the last thing you do when you're ready, when you've woken your body up again, the last thing you'll do is open your eyes. Okay. So that is a little bit about the method and how it works. And then my next video, we will hit the ground running and we're going to do some very practical, very easy to practice, accessible tools to help, if you choose to help with what we're all going through at the moment and to keep us strong and balanced. Okay, bye for now.